Patreonify.com. It's the hit new craze of the Vulf sphere.
He is now leading 2 disciples, learning to dance in professional music videos. What follows is footage of their rigorous daily training regimen.
Does he need a third
That one's dangerous. The bye-bye. You get yourself arrested for that one. Yeah. Jazz Hand Warrior 1, baby. Show me that 2. Show me that 2. I need the 2. Hey. Hey. Just a little bit higher. Palms up, baby. Welcome to the Conscious Club Podcast.
We're back.
We're back. It's been another month.
It has.
Oh wow! And our last episode with Jair Sotelo was an incredible one.
It was.
I loved it. Thank you, Jair, for hopping on the Zoom. We were actually supposed to get Jacob Jefferies in studio this episode. But he happens to be a, touring musician.
And the funk was calling.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Jacob has agreed to come to the Van Nuys studio and to participate in the Conscious Club Podcast.
Some tomfoolery.
Some jack foolery.
Yeah.
Probably.
Some funkoolery.
Yeah, and we were excited. I was so excited. And then in scheduling, I got slowly discouraged. But thank you, Jacob Jefferies, for agreeing to come on the Conscious Club Podcast in the future. We can't wait. Yeah.
Towels are ready. Towels are prepped.
Towels are ready. Towels
On
are
deck.
prepped. And talk about prep. They got a camera 4 over here. Daniel, why don't you
We
come
do.
over? Hey, here we go.
I gotta say, I love camera 4.
Don't you love camera 4?
Love camera 4.
I love camera 4.
The blue lighting behind the camera, behind you, is great on camera 4.
Yeah, I'm a real Hollywood gaffer.
Truly.
Truly. Oh, we have Daniel producing the show today. How you doing, Daniel?
How's it going?
Hey, good. How are you liking the new cult style of stylings of the Vulfmon?
So, can we read the full description
Yeah, it's
on
great.
that video?
It's so good.
The tease that you get from the first sentence is kind of pretty special itself.
Let's go to
yeah.
it. I'm trying to figure out how to...
Just click the link here.
there we go. All right, so here it is. It says, during a tea break at Maki's studio, I began to play the piano. I heard Maki through the wall. Can we work on that? We did. I took it home, sprinkled a little high end, and it was ready to ship.
Wow.
I let out a Geshrei, a scream. Take me to a higher place.
Wow.
I probably butchered the pronunciation of Geshrei. I don't know how to say it.
You butchered the pronunciation of probably.
That's good. That's good that I butchered the English language. I didn't even realize I did.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
If you want to do them all.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I hadn't noticed that. That's very interesting. And what's great about Jack's descriptions is that it sets a tone. Like, it's either just credits, or he gives you a little cherry on top.
A little sprinkle of hype.
Yeah. So interesting. So he's at Monkey's studio, and what's interesting is that Jack Stratton's voicings, right?
Incredible.
The voicing of this, right? This.
Sounds like hell when you do it.
So. Those voicings are great, and you know the recent tutorial from Jack, where I learned this.
We'll be watching them later.
We'll be watching it later. He says in there, he says, "I'm a voicings guy."
I agree.
No. Sorry, I'm a shapes guy. That's what he says. He says, you know, most of the music people, the musicians that he hangs out with, says that's his worst. It's his weakness. It's changing keys, and this song has a key change.
Right, and you do see him flail a bit in that.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's great about Jack is that he's very upfront with the fact that, you know, he's a man of many instruments, and not all of us have the time to be experts on every single instrument, and that's why he has people like Woody.
Right.
And has people like
he's
Corey.
in a technical prison, and he has to help people out. Right?
Yeah.
No, honestly,
He was actually told by his peers that his weakness was key changes.
So if you
Shame.
watch
Constructive
the
criticism.
recent tutorial on the Vulf channel of him going over this song, we
will later.
I went over like 4 tutorials today, so it may have not been this song. And this song may not have a key change, so I apologize to all you musicians out there. But it's either this song or the Jacob Jefferies song.
Yeah.
Tell Me That You Love Me,
Tell Me That-
or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
you know, whatever, you know, You Love Me song, that one. He said it, and it was so funny the way Jack says this. Now, maybe you could go to it. Could we just
go to it now?
Circumvent the rundown?
Yeah,
and kind of
sure.
go
We
into
can go
this
to
real
it. We can go to.
Yeah. How much do you love? Yeah.
Was it this
Either one. It's at the literally like the last 4 seconds. Let's go. Maybe a little bit more back. A little bit more, like when his hands are on the piano and then he gets up.
The volume is down. Sorry.
Oh no worries. Technical issues here on the CHOBO Podcast. Thank you for sitting in with us today.
All right.
That's it.
All right, so it's the
Let's
other
try
one.
the other one.
All right, and go a little bit back. Yeah, right where that. Yeah,
I think I heard it.
yep. This is the one.
Key change.
Yep. The voicings don't match him.
I am like of the Irving Berlin school where I can't freaking change keys on piano that easily. People give me a lot of
Flack.
encouragement to figure that out.
Oh, encouragement
But
to
it's
figure it out.
hard for me. I'm a shapes guy.
And that's it. That's all he says. He just turns off the camera.
Same shorts too.
Yeah. He's a shapes guy. You know what's so weird? I have such little talent in music. So little talent in music, but I resonate with that.
Yeah.
You know? Like my Dunning-Kruger syndrome, it feeds into that.
What's a Dunning-Kruger syndrome?
It means you think you're better than you are.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I have the reverse of that, I think. I always think I'm worse than what I am.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
No,
for sure,
I
for
have
sure.
the complete opposite of that. I feel like I could be a Jack Stratton at any moment.
Oh my God, delusion.
The complete delusion. That's what's being a millennial. Complete delusion.
Hey, at least you have good confidence, like high confidence and self-esteem.
Yeah, I got the Stank-Face, even though it's not deserved.
Undeserved Stank-Face.
Undeserved Stank-Face.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of this episode. But yeah, it's interesting because it's such a vulnerable place that Jack went to there, and something that I admire greatly is something is when people are willing to be vulnerable.
Love it.
You know, and it's such a freeing place to be when you're vulnerable, because I think it opens you up to other people's reality too, right? Like when you're true about like what we were talking about yesterday night, that I've had recently a big struggle with just getting on the treadmill that we purchased together. You know, I bought a treadmill, put it up, set it up, and then I don't use it.
I mean, same. I've only gotten on it once.
Right. And I want to take this time to be vulnerable and take, like, be Jack and go, look, like, it sucks. I hate it. Like, but that's okay. Like, but at what point is it tolerable? 3 minutes? 5 minutes? Like, if I do that every day,
Yeah.
then 3 minutes to 5 minutes is nothing.
And music is the same
know?
thing. It's all about practice. It's all about forcing yourself to do it. You have to force yourself to do scales. You have to force yourself to practice, to do music that you don't necessarily like, to learn skills that maybe you're not interested in. It's all the same thing. Working out, music, fundamental abilities in art.
Right.
Everything is it's the same shit. It's the same thing.
And you could think that you're you could think that you're one way, but you're actually another, and I think that's Dunning-Kruger. You know what I mean? Like, you think, oh, I could be Jack in a minute. But you don't realize that, 28, 25 years of practice got him there. Meanwhile, I'm just smoking joints the whole time, you know? Like, that doesn't get you anywhere on piano, you know? Probably gets you farther away.
Is the hardest part starting? I mean,
I think it was for you, the other day, right?
Yeah.
It was the fear of starting.
Well, that's the thing, Daniel. I think when you recognize something in you, like a present moment that you go, this would be fun right now, and you do it.
Right.
Like, I did it today. I knew we were going to be shooting this at 5 p.m., and so I was like, oh, let me have some shots, have some whiskey, and learn some
Vulfmon?
Yeah, learn some Vulfmon. Yeah, of course. And I did that, and it was fun. I was leaning in to my positivity, to my curious mind, to prep for something.
I think it's great. I think it was really nice that you did that, because we haven't done the musical edition in a bit. I feel.
And,
the musical edition is great.
Yeah, thank you. And
lost my earring back.
You lost your earring? Oh,
just
wow.
Just the back.
Just the back?
We go.
Just the B?
Yeah.
Just pop it in that B real quick. But yeah, I think also in one of the recent Vulfmon tutorials, he goes, you remember? It takes a big man to admit that. You remember that? Could you go to the Vulf channel real quick? And I'll talk while you do this. If you go to the Vulf channel and you go to the first Vulfmon tutorial, the first one.
Sure.
So whichever one that was. I can just click Vulf. Click Vulf. Yeah.
The first tutorial in general, or just the
first
Vulfmon?
one from Vulfmon,
so
right
this
here.
one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right there, where he leans
beginning?
back. Yeah, I think we showed this on the other podcast.
1, 2,
You can pause it really quick, but like just scrub until you see his face.
Yeah.
And he's being super vulnerable here. Watch it.
It takes a big man to admit this, but I pressed the transpose key on the key change. Big man to admit that.
It takes a big man.
Takes a big man.
Yep. So it's stuff like that, Tori, where it may, like, if you cut to Daniel right now, he is smiling from ear to ear.
Yeah.
And you're muted.
I'm smiling because you had a conversation with Jack. Like, that was in perfect cadence.
Takes a big man to admit that.
It does take a big man. I gotta say, and it's not. He's shticking it up, of course. But what's weird is that
it's honest.
It's honest, but it's shticky. That's what's so. He's subversive in his vulnerability. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
We
There was
went
no
a
yes
little
and
too
in that.
deep for Tori here on the Conscious
I
Club
just
podcast.
feel like we're completely off the rails already with the
But that's
rundown,
fine.
but that's fine. That's fine.
This is a podcast.
I can admit that,
We're being vulnerable.
We're being
opening
vulnerable
up.
about the fact that, we're a bit off the on the tangent
But
train.
that's fine.
That's
fine. And that's what I want to harp on here is the ability to be vulnerable and to be open to what your weaknesses are. Because from our perspective, Jack Stratton has no weaknesses.
Well,
I mean, from the demagogue, he's
from the cult
he's on a
perspective,
pedestal.
from a disciple perspective.
Yeah, from us low-level disciples, he's the cult leader.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah. So, Daniel, what do you think about Jack Stratton's vulnerability?
I think that this is a wildly exciting era of Vulf. So the thing is that you have Vulf that's like completed their 10-year character arc, right? Like they got to the peak of the hill, the mountain, whatever they climb with Madison Square Garden, and now we get to see someone like Jack be like, wow, like he accomplished the absolute peak of this entire project. Who does he want to be now? What kind of musical influences does he want? Like what does he want to accomplish now artistically that's left over from making such a giant feat in his artistic career and in his life?
Yeah.
And so now we get to see that kind of personal side, and we get to see new struggles and new goals from Jack as an artist. And it's really exciting.
It really is. And to add to that, Daniel, this new Vulfmon, I guess you can mute it, but just kind of scrub over the text. I think it's like halfway through the Take Me to the Higher Place. He goes through a textual explanation, right? The 4 questions is what it's called, right? So pause it here. Vulfmon, why do you dance for 7 days and rest on the 8th? Right? And Vulfmon responds. What does he respond with, Tori? He responds with, for on the 8th day, our loans are forgiven. A jubilee. Right? Why dance when such joy is already present? Interesting. And then question 2, Tori, why don't you ask?
Vulfmon, how do you achieve such a divine connection to your movement? Was it through practice or simply a gift? And that goes back to what we were talking about earlier with practice and how much practice goes into everything.
And it's interesting because he's humble in his response. I hesitate to say this, semicolon, but yes, it's a gift.
Shtick.
Incredible. So he's
I love this pose that he's in.
This image is incredible.
And that's what's so great. That's what's so great about his ability to be vulnerable. Honestly, this is editing vulnerability. Like they've shot this. They probably just did we'll dance here for Jubilee. We're doing these dances. We're doing that, and we'll do some fun stuff. But in the edit is where this comes through. And he's like exuding ego, but with restraint. And it's so, I'm literally like ablaze.
Ablaze.
I'm ablaze.
He's flaming.
Cause like if you go back to that, just the last text,
Sure.
I hesitate to say this, but yes, it's a gift. Like realizing what you have to give, and I know this is all of this is a joke, but like personally for me. Like that is an exercise in humility whilst also being egotistical. Now, isn't that the perfect form of egotisticalness? Right?
You're getting
let me just bring this here to you guys. Like, if you are hesitating to say it, but yeah, it is. That's humility.
Yeah,
Right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And
Am I digging too deep?
No. I think there are a lot of people in the world who are artists or athletes, etc., who say, in a lot of ways, a lot of what I have is natural born talent, and it is, and especially for Jack, like he grew up with that in his blood. Like his dad's a musician, right?
Right.
And like that's part of how he was raised and stuff like that. And I think that was a gift to have that background.
It is a gift.
And I think musical talent probably is in his DNA.
Right.
And it is a gift. It is a gift
Right.
to for what he has in his life now.
Right.
And,
Like my minimal music talent.
yeah.
The lack of talent that I have, but also the talent that I have that a lot of people don't have. Right? There are some people who just have no
There's some
musical
people who don't
ability
play any instrument
at all. They have
Right.
they have no capacity to want to understand it.
Yeah.
But I was, because my mom was a harpist, professional harpist for decades.
Yeah.
Taught music, taught piano, guitar, all those things. Like I was brought up with an understanding of music.
Yes.
That wasn't necessarily taught to me, but was just around the house.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I can do these voicings, although incredibly
Poorly.
Poorly. It's terrible how poor I am.
But I think
take it away.
You do have an ability to play by ear, which is really amazing. And
My mom had that too.
I do not have that. Like I'm a classically trained oboe player. So for me, my background in music was I learned how to read music, and I can read music. I cannot play by ear at all.
Mm-hmm. And that's all I can do.
Yeah. So it's impressive because I think that is very much another skill that is separate.
Right.
You know?
And probably void of Jack. Like, not necessarily void, but like I want to say like the way that I can hear music and go, this isn't that. This isn't that. Oh, that's not that. That's not that. Oh, that's that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got it. You know, like it's a innate sounding, because my mom did it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she would cover Led Zeppelin songs on the harp. You know, whatever her clients would want, she would learn. Right.
Cute.
So it was like it was interesting, like a childhood of like heavenly harp music, but like she'd play like Stairway to Heaven on the harp. Or something. You know what I mean? Like, so it was an interesting like because she could easily go, that's not a harp song. No.
That's funny.
You know, like we're playing classical gas and that's it.
Classical
you know?
gas.
Oh, honey, you don't know music.
What?
You don't know classical gas?
What's gas mean?
Gas. Gas.
Is that a composer?
Daniel, do you know classical gas?
I don't know what that means.
Pre-2022 prices?
Trust me.
All the
I
musicians
wish.
out there are cringing at Tori right now because it is
free.
one
I
of the
I
probably
don't know it either.
you'd know it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that the George Costanza ringtone?
Yeah, it's a
Answering
ringtone.
machine?
I don't need to show you, out there,
right.
classical gas. Look up classical gas. It's fine. But I wanted to talk about this because I feel like Jack Stratton's boldly going out is like classical gas.
Gotcha. It's the name of the song, not
Yeah,
the
classical
music.
glass.
Okay, not the composer. I was like,
Play a snippet of it, just 4 seconds. I'm sure Daniel's heard my mom play this.
got it.
Yeah, it's a hit song.
Got it. The song itself. I
song
thought it was
itself.
a somebody named Gas, like last name Gas.
Oh no, like Kyle Glass, Kyle Gas,
Okay.
from Jack Black's best friend. But anyway,
Anyway,
Woo!
should we
I
get
am
on the
wet.
rails?
Yeah, we should get on the Instagram check.
Yep. Instagram check.
I usually open the show with this, but we had such an incredible conversation that I felt it was right to
we
dive
touched
in.
everything there.
Yeah, no, we're getting into it here. So I'll go to the Conscious Club Podcast Instagram, which is at the Conscious Club Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And we have quite a bit of, we have 3
Nice.
responses.
Thank you.
The tried and true police box. We got Tommy Does Music. And we got the beautiful Danny Wood.
Love.
Who just recently, in recent months, had a new child.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
congrats, Danny Wood, adding to the Wood clan.
Yeah.
Love it.
Clan.
So Danny Wood, and you can click on his link here.
Sure.
Danny Wood says, Theo Ice Baths?
Oh my
Should
God.
I be doing this? So, the recent Instagram post from Theo Katzman is him with the great Wim Hof.
I did see this.
Yes. So Wim Hof, Daniel, if you, and listeners, if you're unaware, Wim Hof is the probably the best known guy for breath work, taming your physical surroundings. Like he does like ice baths for like 20 minutes. Like incredible, like his ability to be able to do breath work
Whoa.
in icy cold water isn't. He walks
Look at this
barefoot in
split.
snow for miles,
Yeah.
and it's only because of his mind that his feet do not get frostbite.
Yeah.
Like he puts in his own mind that I'm not going to get frostbite, and he doesn't, and he walks for miles barefoot in the snow. Incredible. So Theo Katzman recently
Yeah.
was hanging out with Wim Hof.
Right
Yeah. It says, good things coming soon. All the love, all the power. Thank you to the bottom of my cracked open heart, Wim Hof and his incredible instructors. So this is very
On a
cool.
retreat or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Theo
He did
Katzman
something.
is his customer. You know.
They look strikingly similar in the face.
Ah. Okay.
Very similar noses,
The
similar
smile,
smiles,
the
similar
smile.
foreheads,
Yeah,
similar eyebrows.
I like it.
He looks like he could be his nephew, honestly.
Yeah, and what's great about Wim Hof is that he demands attention. He demands your inner caveman attention. Like whatever struggles you're going through, we have to breathe through it. Just breathe.
Yeah.
You know, it's I'm saying like I went through it. I wouldn't have made it 4 minutes past.
He literally, like, if you touch him with a cold foot, he screams like a child. Literally, he literally, if anything cold ever touches him, like, born and
Yeah.
raised in Southern California, this guy.
Yeah.
Like, if anything cold ever touches his skin, he literally shrieks.
Shrieks and screams out the top, blood curdling.
It's like, ah!
Yeah.
Like, literally that noise.
Yeah. But we love Theo Katzman, and yes, Danny
This is
Wood.
the
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Same Wim Hof that's referenced in
Correct.
Captain Hook.
That's
Correct.
I climbed Mount Cleverest on a Wim Hof. Yes.
That's him.
How dense is that
Water's
The
line?
sphere.
The
Water's
sphere.
deep. The payoffs keep coming.
Jack
Sphere
Stratton.
cannot be deeper.
Like even though Jack, that wasn't even Jack.
That was Theo.
That was Theo. Like Jack wrote the lyric. I don't even know if Jack wrote the lyric, but if he did,
I think Theo wrote that one.
no. But I'm saying like, well, you never know. Yeah, I mean Theo
think so.
sung the song.
I think
Right.
he's
Yeah.
written quite a number, and I think that was
Yeah.
one of them.
Never mind here on the TCP. Anyway, we love Wim Hof. We love Theo. Next is Tommy Does Music. He says the first Vulf show since MSG is occurring this coming Friday
Oh, wow.
with a free stream. And so this is Levitate, the music festival, music and arts festival, which is in Marshfield.
Too.
Yeah, Marshfield, Massachusetts. They're playing on Friday with Stephen Marley, Old Crew, and who else? Old Crow Medicine Show. I've never heard of them.
The elevators, the new motif.
Yeah. So this is a new festival. And I guess if you're in the, the
Good old Jack Johnson.
yeah,
Haven't heard his name in a while.
yeah, if you're in the Massachusetts area, I guess you'll have some great Vulfpeck.
That's very cool.
And there'll be a free stream of it, as Tommy Does Music says. So hopefully we'll
Very
be able to
cool.
watch that live. Yeah. And then also we have Police Box 63.
Who was recently sick, unfortunately. He was
Police
in the
Box?
hospital. He was in
the hospital?
Yeah, I saw
How
that.
did you know this and I didn't?
Well, it says it on one of these posts here.
Oh my gosh.
It's not this one. I think it's the other one.
Wow.
Yeah, right here. Hospitalized for 2 weeks, it says.
Hospitalized for 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we
Dude.
wish you well.
Bill.
Bill.
Oh my gosh, I had no clue.
Yeah.
Wow, get well.
Get well soon. We wish you the best.
We exude, I just want to say, through the three of us here, we exude all the healing energies for you, honestly. And we extremely value your presence in the world, your presence in the Vulf sphere, your Vulf Search channel, your Police Box 63. Everything what you do is about love, and we love that.
Yeah.
Here at TCCP. So Bill, hope you're recovering great. But he wanted to say that we're welcome to share his 2 memes that he made.
All right,
recently.
let's do it.
So he's got what is that? When you're about to reach the peak, but your support messes their step.
Emotional, damn it!
Okay.
I love Jack's reaction.
Emotional, damn it!
Wow. Okay. Well, I love that because, first of all, Bill, you know the Metal Gear Solid sound. I gotta say that's a throwback. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's incredible. Love the Metal Gear
loved
Solid.
Jack's reaction on that one.
And Jack's reaction.
Edited well.
That's what I'm saying. I think Jack's reaction paved the way for the Metal Gear Solid sound effect. And incredible. Let's
Number
see
2?
the number 2. Yeah. When people think you're shouting your song title.
My back pocket.
Here's my. The stick was in his back pocket.
Gotta get somebody a guitar pick here. It's in my back.
There's somebody in the cockpit.
Why so weak? So weak.
Wow. Okay.
Poor Theo. I love the first one. It's so genuine. That smile. Like, I hate my life.
So we just needed the pick.
Yeah.
Wow.
The struggle.
Woody just
This is-
plays the cymbal.
Such a struggle bus set. I
That's
gotta
what's
say.
so great. That's what's so great, though, man.
The
Like,
beginnings of Vulf right there.
it's honestly where you should be. Like, them at their worst, my reggae band at their best,
Years
17
apart.
miles away. 17
apart.
miles away. You know, maybe even 18. You know, like,
Gotta say.
you got to be great at what you do. Period. Let's move on.
All right. Let's move on.
Tommy, yeah, I think
We already did that
we
one.
got through the Instagram.
Yeah, we're
great.
done with Instagram.
Let's
Next
move on
segment.
to the actual show here.
So we are piggybacking off of last episode and talking more about the new Vulfmon album and some of the songs that have been released in the past few weeks. We have some iconic performances that were released on YouTube here.
Yes.
One of them we just talked about, Take Me to a Higher Place.
Mm-hmm.
We pretty much covered that all in the beginning
Pretty
of
much,
the pod. And then we have the skinny elephant in the room. We're going to be talking about this still right here.
Yes.
And what it comes from, and that is this wonderful vid.
Contra Punctus. So we're at the side of Mr. Finish Line album. The album that's behind Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
We're back at where we started. In East Hollywood. East LA. The part of LA which houses the most
Pooped on hills.
pooped on hills and the most hipsters per capita.
Most beans you
In
could
the
ever
world.
find. Per
The most
square mile.
beans and the most sugarless coffee places
Mhm.
in the world.
That's my kind of coffee.
Sugarless coffee.
Yeah.
You know, the type of places where you get coffee and you ask for some Splenda,
Mhm.
and they go, "What are you, a barbarian?" Those kind of places.
I'm a no sugar in the coffee as well, Daniel.
Yeah.
This guy over here, though,
What are you talking about? Like, this sounds amazing.
he loves the chemically coffee.
Nah.
He loves
Dude.
sweet
Dude,
and low stevia.
this chick over here,
I love
over
sugar.
here,
Sugarless coffee, but sugar
she
and
gets
everything
sugar in like intravenously, but the only
Not
thing
the
she
coffee,
doesn't
though.
have is coffee with sugar in it. And I don't have sugar in my coffee. I have Trulia.
else. Truvia.
Trulia.
Truvia. Isn't it Truvia?
It's
Say
Truvia.
Trulia sounds like.
I
Isn't
love
like a-
Trulia, though.
Isn't Trulia like a real estate website?
Oh, is it? Let's look.
Trulia.com, baby.
Federal Credit Union.
Yeah.
Real estate listings.
Trulia.
Hey.
Terrible
It comes
font.
full circle here. Yeah, that's
Oy
that's
vey,
atrocious.
that's so small.
But
Whew.
yeah, no.
Love this guy.
This I saw a comment recently that when I hear reacting to this, where it was like, when I hear Bach, I think of Snake Charmers, which is a solid take.
Solid take.
Yeah, I think of Snake Charmers when I hear this.
I gotta say, I love Vulfmon, and I love this new album because I feel like Jack has taken a page from his own book and gone back in the past, and he is really embracing what Vulf started as, which is like comedy and great music combined. And there's a lot of comedy in recent Vulf stuff as well, but I feel like Vulfmon especially is just all shtick, and I live for it.
But
great music
I
too.
agree. I agree, but disagree in a way. in a way. And Daniel could be the referee here.
All right.
So, Vulfmon, yes, is everything that you just said, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think comedy is a centerfold to what he's doing. It's
Yeah.
it's a cherry on top to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, it's more part of the visual.
Right, like the Monica Martin song, where she picks up the flute,
Little skit.
thinks she's gonna play it, and the woman's been sitting there the whole time, but she ends up playing it, and oh my god, there's shtick involved, right? There's preconceived direction, right, from Jack there, which I love. Like, it's not just like, here's the song.
Yeah.
It's here's the song, but also like there's some snippets of greatness in here.
Yeah.
And that's what's great, is that I don't think comedy is the goal here, but I think it is through humor and great music becomes
It's like married
Vulfmon.
together in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, like without the humor, Vulfmon wouldn't be Vulfmon.
Right. I
Right?
agree.
Right, so it's like it's weird because it's not like if you would just listen to the music itself,
It
you
could
wouldn't
be Vulf.
necessarily laugh.
It could be Vulf.
It could be Vulf.
It could not be Vulfmon if your eyes are shut and you're not seeing the visuals.
Right, like the Monica Martin song. Like if you just heard that audio, you wouldn't know that she was picking up a flute and was about to play it, and then the other person played it, and then she got pissed. Mm-hmm. Like you wouldn't know that, So the audio of it is pure, right? But the video of it is shtick.
Yeah.
Which is such a interesting two lanes to be in, like simultaneous lanes. He's got 1 foot in the beautiful audio and 1 foot in the shtick, and I think that is, to me, honestly, like as a lover of comedy, such a treat, like to see that.
Now more than ever.
Yeah, now more than ever. Yeah,
Love Vulfmon.
yeah, love Vulfmon. What's
And I feel like we owe Jack a TCCP apology, honestly.
Oh,
Because I feel like during the pandemic, we're kind of like, all right, what's Jack up to? He hasn't really done much, during the pandemic. What's going on? What's happening?
it was this.
It was stewing like a can. It was stewing like beans on a stovetop. I mean, it was all cooking and stewing. And I gotta say, he really served. It's good.
It's great.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's everything. And what's great is that, like, he's just inventing verticals. You got the Vulfpeck, you got Fearless Flyers, you got Vulfmon, you got the
DJB Nornish would have
DJB Nornish, you got the Vulf Vaults.
Vulf Vaults.
Like, he's verticalizing a revolution. And I think this Vulfmon is a bold step. I say this a lot. A bold step that will only result in better than expected outcomes. Right? I say this a lot. I've learned this from the best, Daryl and Ed. The Funniest Thing podcast with Daryl and Ed. Look it up. But that's what's great is that, like, Vulfpeck has laid this foundation so wide, so big, so thick that no matter what you put on top of it, it doesn't matter if this thing flops or not. It really doesn't matter. It's an expression, right, of what he's feeling, and it's through Vulf Records, right? So this entity that he's built from nothing, and that all of us, minus Daniel,
Wait, why not minus Daniel?
What's going on?
No, I mean, he doesn't pay attention to the sphere.
Well, I feel like he does.
I mean, do
in some
you?
aspects.
Has there been some changes in your algorithm recently? I don't think so, babe. I don't think so.
I like to be fresh for the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love that. I'm such a vertical guy.
He does love a vertical.
I love a great vertical.
Loves an LLC, a DBA, a vertical. He's here
an
for
LLC,
it.
a DBA,
A new trademark. It's
a trademark.
It's
an Instagram profile.
He loves new domains.
Gotta get on that digital real estate, honey.
Porkman.com.
Yeah, of course. And what's great is that it's just fun.
It is fun.
It's fun, and
It is fun.
and there's nothing serious about it. Although there's so much seriousness in the creation of it. Like what Jack Jack's effort in putting into all of this Vulfmon stuff. Like, just from learning it, I think my shit turned off.
That's fine.
But
God forbid you play another tune.
yes, the CEO of Yamaha remotely turned mine off.
You deserve it.
Couldn't handle it. Yeah.
Jack hacked the mainframe. It's like, not today, sister.
Yes,
not today.
Yeah. Incredible. I could talk about this forever. Yeah.
Yeah, I did want to make a parallel, which I'm sure you noticed as well. But going to another iconic performance that came out recently, Boogeyman.
Ooh.
This
is a sleeper. People will be sleeping on this.
Oh, I'm not sleeping, honey. This one is everything.
Hey.
I
Let's see what
love
we can
this.
do with this. Let's see what we can do.
All right, so here's the parallel I want to point out
Yes,
here.
please do.
Okay, you got to pay attention. Right here. Watch this.
Okay.
And paper falls.
Paper falls.
Now, the video you made today, something else fell.
Oh. Okay.
I gotta say, there's a parallel. Gotta say, there's a parallel between the paper fall and Boogeyman and the fall of the phone
The fall of the phone.
and your vid today.
Wow.
Parallel.
What a parallel you've made.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's a great parallel. Play those two
The
parallels.
funk is too strong.
The funk is too strong, and I gotta say, the Vulf is too sticky.
Sticky.
Hey, okay. So that was the thing. So I learned the
Piano part?
the piano part, and I the Dunning-Kruger just filled my soul.
Per usual.
So I learn a rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I know the rhythm. The rhythm is set in me.
Yeah, you always have the rhythm. It's
I
just
always
the notes,
got the rhythm.
The notes can't come out quick enough
Well,
to keep up with your rhythm.
Yeah, I maybe not have the rhythm all the time because the clip will
It's
show
usually
that.
the notes that are slipping.
This is what I mean about Dunning-Kruger. I think I have the rhythm, but I don't.
Well, I don't
You
know.
know, that's the classic millennial
We need Jack on the
mindset,
pod to tell
is you
us.
think you're better than you are. You know? And I thought I was the shit.
Isn't that more Gen Z? Or no? Is that both millennial and Gen
that's
Z?
us, baby. We were
Okay.
told we could be anything we could be.
Well, some of us.
I mean, I was. I mean,
Not
that was the
everybody.
biggest mistake my mom made.
Not everybody.
But yeah, no. You know, go eat to McDonald's and get fondled. That was our parents. You know?
Unbelievable.
That was it. Go
Daniel's
have fun.
face.
No,
Going to the
go have fun.
McDonald's,
Eat your McDonald's, eat your Wendy's, and go get fondled in the play place.
Yeah.
You know, that was our parents. You know? And I'm taking a
Unbelievable.
joke from Tim Dillon here. This is a Tim Dillon joke. I'll admit it. I'm not trying to steal jokes here. But that's where I heard it. That's where I heard that from, and it resonated so deep with me. Because
Love it.
I didn't get fondled or anything like that. But that's what it was. It was like, hey, you pissed? You're not getting your McDonald's. You being a whatever? You're not getting your McDonald's.
Unreal.
That would have, you know, if you're a shithead, you weren't getting your McDonald's, and you want your McDonald's. You know, I don't know where I'm going with that.
Growing up, I didn't get fast food, so I don't know.
Oh, wow.
My parents couldn't afford that shit.
Well, I mean, it was $4. I mean, it's the most affordable of the. That's what poor
Yeah.
people buy is McDonald's. What are you talking about? You know, jeez. I wasn't rich enough to have McDonald's. What do you mean? It's meant for poor people. That's all poor people buy is
No,
McDonald's.
I just mean I don't think my parents let us have it because it was.
Well, I think your parents are a little too young for
They are.
my parents.
are.
Yeah.
My parents are a lot younger than Indy's parents.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they're old as dust, but yeah. I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know,
How dare you?
What
Dean
is
could be
true?
rocking the pod.
It's true.
God bless him.
God-
He did almost burn down the
How is
house the
saying
other day.
How is saying you're as old as dust is a negative? It doesn't mean it. It means it's a truth.
All right.
Okay.
Let's not talk
When I'm
ill of
old as
somebody.
dust,
You're getting there.
yeah, I'll be old as dust. And hey, if you have a problem with that, you're not present. You know?
Ook.
Yeah. I don't know what edge we went off here, but
I don't know. We're off the rails again, per usual. But do we need to go through? Okay, go ahead.
no, I was just saying, what was the point of our last segment here that we got off of? That we
The
couldn't-
parallels.
The parallels.
The parallels between the video you made today spontaneously of your phone falling off and the paper falling off in
Paper
Boogeyman.
phone. Yeah. Okay. I guess this is the point that I was trying to get to, but never went to.
Unreal. Unbelievable.
Oh, so okay. Here's the thing. That song, I felt confident that I knew my left hand. You know. Sorry, Daniel. Let's see. Oh, easy for me, right? But then you add the right hand, and it's complete trash.
Downhill.
Right. Here we go. Right. Terrible. Utter trash. Let me transpose.
Jesus. Morse code over there or what?
Never mind. I went past it twice.
Oh, okay.
I clicked too quick. But yeah, you know, that's the thing. Jack was so confident in his piano playing. This is the point I was trying to get to over the course of multiple 10 minutes. He's so confident in his playing that he slams those keys.
He does.
And that's what I was doing on my reel.
Yeah.
I was so confident in my bass hand, but zero confidence in my right hand. And that's where I went boom, 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 boom.
And the phone was gone.
And the phone was just gone. And I was like, oh, that's the perfect reel. Perfect reel. That'll get us 100,000 followers.
Kook.
Yeah.
Kook. Well, do we need to do the piano tutorial vids, or we pretty much touched on those already?
What do you think, Daniel?
I think we're good.
I think you touched on them, right?
Yeah, we already
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I mean, we already touched on them earlier, so that's fine.
Yeah, I
But,
think we've taken this podcast to such a different level than we usually do.
Oh, in a good way?
In a great way.
I think the addition of the keyboard has been great this episode, personally. Comment
Really?
below if you think so.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it's been nice to have the musical edition back.
Any
in the
requests?
Any requests? Not right now, but maybe next time. Maybe another Vulfmon.
Maybe a month from now.
Maybe a month from now I can tolerate it again.
I am that bad, everybody.
No.
Oh, that's great.
But should we talk about the Vulf Klezmer concert? The
Vulf Klezmer. Yes.
I cannot probably pronounce this correct, but the
Yiddish Parat.
Yiddish Parat?
Yiddish
Parat.
Parat.
So it's kind of funny. Did you see that really sassy thing that Jack posted on his story the day of the concert?
Please stop.
Please stop messaging me for.
That was so refreshing.
It was so funny.
It was funny, refreshing, and Jack, like, coming down to where the masses are.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see, like, I don't know if you saw it, but Jack posted on Wolfpeck's story the day of the Klezmer
This
show.
concert, yeah.
That stop hitting me up to
get
be on
my
the guest list.
Yeah,
Stop
yeah.
it.
It's a free show.
Yeah, please stop hitting me up for the guest. He put this publicly on the story of Wolfpeck on Instagram. Stop hitting me up for guest lists. We're done.
Yeah. It's a
And
free show.
It's
Tickets
a free
are
show.
free.
Go.
Just go.
Just
Yeah,
go, you know. And it was so great because that's Jack being just a regular guy.
Yeah.
That's Jack not being a demagogue. That's Jack not being the leader. Like, it's there's something in that
I thought it was funny because it was shady. I lived.
no, it was shady, but also
Honest.
what I think is that he was just overwhelmed.
Yeah.
He was overwhelmed while met with the stress of putting on a show.
Yes.
That wasn't necessarily
And it was something he hasn't done before
right.
publicly.
right,
really.
exactly. So it was I think like a
Human moment.
human moment, a voyeuristic moment into humanity
Yeah.
of a demagogue. Mm-hmm. He's a demagogue.
Yeah.
He's the arbiter. He's the tip top.
I mean, just look at him.
I mean, he's the top of the hill. I mean, I'm sure there's
Top of the-
there's a fresh dookie somewhere near here. You know,
Probably
he just
in this
popped
bush
a
right
squat.
here, honestly.
Oh,
Right in
that,
that
that
bush.
looks like a good bush.
That's a good bush.
Yeah, that's a good bush.
It's a good squatting bush right
Yeah.
there.
But I think just that story alone was just appearing, just a slight sliver of
Into
light
the stressful
into the stressful yet human
life
version of Jack.
Yeah.
Something you don't get to see anytime on any channel.
He did it during his piano tutorial when he popped in and gave us his tea.
That's surrounded by shtick though. I think that one, the story saying stop hitting me up for guest lists.
Yeah,
It's
that was so funny.
it's something that a leader wouldn't do.
Yeah, there's a little panic.
There's a little like, I'm annoyed with this and I don't care. And I don't
I
care.
loved it.
Like, stop.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
felt bad
and
for
that's
him.
different than
Yeah.
a lot of what he allows us to see.
Yeah.
Right? So he allowed us to see a little bit more of what would Jack be like if he was a part of the masses and if he wasn't the leader that he is.
Yeah.
Just appearing into that. And I think
We love it.
we love it.
We love the
we love
humility.
some vulnerability here on TCP.
We do.
Yeah.
Should we take a look at some clips of the Klezmer show?
Take us through.
So this one is of Jack and his dad
Okay. let's do
performing
it.
together.
Well, I don't think I got to see this.
Probably not. The bass drum.
Is his dad wearing cargo shorts under his pants?
No, those are zip-offs. My dad owns those. That's why I know they're fishing
Those aren't
zip-offs.
zip-offs.
Yes, they are. They're
There's
fishing
no zip.
zip-offs.
There's no zip.
Yes, there are.
Where's
They're
the
under
zip?
the flap. There's a little flap. Trust me, I know. I had
There is no crease
My dad wears them.
going around the hemisphere.
They're right there.
No, there's no crease. That's pants under pants.
No.
There is no zipper.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
So it's a pant, right? And then there's a flap of fabric that goes over the zipper. So you flip up that little flap and then you zip it off. Trust me, I know because my dad has 1,000 pairs of them. They're fishing pants.
Right. I don't think these are those.
You don't think so?
Because Daniel, back either of us up, who's ever you think you're
Do
right.
you think they're zip offs, Daniel?
Keep playing the clip. There is no zipper visible. It's pants.
You can't see the zipper with these pants.
No, I'm saying
telling
there's no lip over a zipper. It's just pant.
you. Well, I think
And
that
it's
there is.
revealing the shorts under it. What do you think, Daniel?
Daniel, what do you think?
No, this one's tough. I think
There's no zipper.
Obviously, we've made a lot of technological advancements in our lifetime, and zipper fishing pants could definitely be one of those where it's
Telling you, you can see the lip
more
right there.
indiscreet.
That's the lip.
Under the pants.
At the same time,
not.
Under.
is there a costume change later? I don't know much about the show yet. Could definitely see that being a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see the lip.
There's no
This
lip.
is the lip.
That's a shadow.
Right there.
No, the shorts under his pants are protruding outward and making a shadow. That is not a felt lip with a zipper under it. That's
I'm
not
telling
that.
you, my dad has hundreds of these pants.
Okay, we're gonna have to bring Vulfmon on. Okay.
I
And we're
think we
gonna
need to bring
this
Bert
to-
on. Bert's the one with the pants, not
I
Vulfmon.
think you should definitely bring Bert on and only ask him about the pants.
That's the only thing.
And only ask him about Sir Bert Stratton. We have so much to ask you, but we just need to get this
Out of the way.
We get this out of the way. Yeah.
Were these pants zip-offs? Because trust me, I know my dad has hundreds of these pants.
So my dad has 0 of these pants.
Exactly.
So
That's why you don't know.
I don't know.
There's a
But
little
Daniel-
lip with a zipper.
Daniel,
argument, man.
whose side are you on the TCP 57?
I'm on Bert's side, man.
Same.
No Tory or Indy side. You're on Bert's side.
From the video view,
Yeah.
it seems like there is a pair of shorts under the pants.
Okay. Okay.
From
All right.
the, like, you've seen these pants before? Yeah. I mean, I buy it. I buy that they're good pants. You know? We'd love to see a costume change either after or before, you know? Like, where
So
did
you're
it take
thinking
place?
he's
Are there
costume
bugs?
changing?
Are there bugs here, you know? Maybe he had a
It's
pair of
Ohio in the
pants.
summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
there's
getting
bugs.
nipped.
It's
So-
Skeeto City. Trust me.
Exactly. So maybe this is the costume change.
He was gonna go out with shorts. Realized the mesquites were
The
too
skeets were
too much.
bad. Yeah, I feel that.
So so it's a 2 out of 3 for shorts underpants.
Yeah, if I had to bet on it, it's just video evidence. It's just video evidence, not
Okay.
context clues. In the,
You heard it here first, here, folks. So this is a TCCP vendetta.
I think we need to get Bird on the pod.
I think we do need an answer to this question.
Yes.
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 I think we need a follow-up answer to this question.
Yes.
Look, you can see the lip.
That's pants over shorts.
No.
That does kind of look more like a
That's
lip.
a lip
That does
of where
look
the
more
zipper
like a lip.
is.
It's
Now,
I'm
my
telling
question
you, I
is,
know
like,
this.
shouldn't we
That's
be
the
able
lip.
to...
that's a shadow.
No. I don't
But
think
look
so.
at the other knee. There's nothing.
Yeah.
My
I
question
guess.
is that like the side pocket. There's obviously something in the side pocket. Now, is there a way to get to the side pocket? Because that's what I'm not really seeing with the quality of
Right?
where the mic
Because you're
stands
wearing pants over shorts.
at. See,
Yeah,
there's
it
no,
could be
there's
a
no
cargo
place
short.
for for you to get in there, right? Is what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, I gotta say that's a really good point, Daniel, and I think that you're swaying me with that point. I think that these could
Better
be
argument
pants
that I've never seen these pants.
over cargos.
Shorts, pants over shorts.
Pants
Yeah.
over
Pants
shorts.
over cargos. Yeah, for sure. Because,
Because look at that protruge.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah. How would you access that?
yeah. It's the access.
Yeah,
It's all about the
Yeah,
access.
It's all about the access.
Yep.
No easy access there.
Well,
Should we pivot back to
Victoria-
the music, or?
no, I'm saying, is there anything you want to walk back?
I mean,
Because this isn't like all of the talk of vulnerability here. Let's go deep. let's.
I'm gonna say, I retract the statement about the fact that these might be zip-offs.
Great.
About
Thank you.
60%, but there's 40% of me that still says these could be like my dad's zip-offs.
Okay.
I'll give you 60%
I'll give you that.
vulnerability.
I'm over 50.
pod.
That's great. That's
That's something.
That's something. Let's play the rest of the clip.
All
here.
right,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
play it.
I know it's 2.5 minutes, but
Indiana.
well, I'm trying.
I don't think you have a place in this community. I
Oh,
don't think.
I'm
I don't think.
sorry.
I don't.
I genuinely am sorry. I just wanted to.
I just don't want to be part of a TCCP appropriation or
I'm not appropriating. I love the Hasidic community. Yeah.
all right. Well, we don't have to say specific Hasid.
Yeah, the Hasids are great.
Yeah, but I
mean, yeah.
you kook.
Love the Hasids
All
here.
right, let's just
There's
watch,
no
let's
hate.
go to the end and
Yes, okay.
and see this. Sticky. Jack shot.
I love that this That's great. Shorts under pants. What's great about this just happening, right? Is that Jack made this seem to his entire
Fan base.
fan base. Yes, perfect word. Jack made this seem like this was a Vulf show
Vulf
that was
Klezmer,
special,
yeah, band.
right?
Yeah.
But it actually happens to be like the 44th annual Jewish thing, Jewish
Yeah.
concert
Yeah.
in Ohio, right, or Kane Park.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like they were gonna play there anyway had he not marketed this.
Yeah, I even have
You
the
Oh yes, play it. Yeah, go ahead.
oops. Something bad happened.
Why'd you go back? Oh no.
Sorry, guys.
Just go forward. Oh. Huge editing here on the Conscious Club podcast.
Uh-oh, got messed up.
What do you mean? Just click the blue text. Yeah, you're fine. Hey. The Winograd.
I know. All the people walking away.
You know, I never knew I'd love klezmer as much as I do.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Like,
It really is.
It's such a skill.
it's such a honestly a hard thing to play in general. The drums, the melody, the rhythm, incredibly complex.
Yeah.
And just like there's such a you could just feel the culture
Yeah.
in it.
No, 100%.
you know? Yeah.
100%. I have a funny clip from the concert, though.
Okay.
Jack's instrument is just his feet here. I thought this was so cool.
This is very cool. Glad he's not wearing shorts under the pants. Okay, I love that.
We should be a
That's great.
stomping. Yeah.
This is an incredible niche to like. What's interesting is that like it's such a cultural phenomenon for somebody like for people like us, right? The
Gentiles?
the Gentiles
Yeah.
in the sphere,
Yeah.
you know, and it's a great way to. I want to say like showcasing the strengths of culture, of something, of a culture that you don't necessarily associate with.
Yeah.
Because from the shtick of the sphere is Jewish people making Christian music. There's a lot of that going on in Vulfpeck.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Like
Very
even in
Vulfy Christmas.
Very Vulfy Christmas.
Santa Baby.
Santa Baby, Christmas in LA. They're all, at least from what I've gathered from Vulf history, like the Christmas in LA was a direct response to Jack wanting to contribute to Jewish people making Christian music.
Exactly.
Christmas
Irving
music.
Berlin
Right. All the huge Christmas songs,
are made by Jews.
all composed
Pretty
by
much.
Jews.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's very interesting. It transcends religion. It feeds to your masses because if you're in America, the masses of your base is not going to be Jewish. It's going to be Christian. Just in numbers. Like there's more people who celebrate Christmas
Probably,
than do Hanukkah,
Yeah,
right?
Right, probably.
So it's an understanding of your customer, which is incredible and humble. Like it's understanding. Even though I grew up with this music, my fan base doesn't listen to that. So let me make some things that they'll respond to. And how incredible of a skill do you have that you've grown up with a culture and come to make music for another culture that they then take and love. It's like me making some klezmer music. and them taking it as their own. But had it been that way, it would have been not in the right light, so to speak.
I think he does mesh them a lot, though. Like the style, especially.
I mean, you can't not.
Yeah.
You can't not mesh the two.
Especially with the history of Vulfpeck and all the stuff he's done with Shabbos My Way.
Yeah.
And, Mushy Krongold.
Yeah.
And, the history of the Vulfpeck channel. A lot of Jewish culture is been a part of the Vulf sphere from the beginning.
Right. And
So-
yes, from the beginning. And that's what's great is that, like, it's not like, hey, it's an understanding of your base, right? And what's interesting is that it transcends those cultures. Like it's a blending of the cultures, right?
Yeah.
Like there's probably a lot of Jewish people who listen to Vulfpeck and as much or more Christian, at least not necessarily religious Christians, but like people who are not grown up in that culture.
Or just non-Jews.
Just non-Jews, right?
So there are people who are, Buddhist,
Muslim, Buddhist,
Muslim,
yeah, what have you. All the good ones out there.
all the everybody's.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think that's a very interesting thing. That
I love it.
That it often goes untalked about.
Yeah.
Unmentioned.
And there's something so special to him playing with his dad.
Yeah.
That is just so special because he's gonna like look back at this concert, and I'm sure he filmed it, hopefully, and we'll post it eventually, and like he'll be able to look back on that concert, one day and be like, this really cool thing that I did with my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be able to meet together on that common, like I'm sure that was probably something that he shared with Jack.
Yeah.
Bert.
Yeah.
Throughout their childhood, that grew his inkling for liking music.
Yeah.
It's probably through this cultural type of stuff. We going deep here, Daniel? What do you think? What's your take?
No, I think you're hitting it on the head, right? I think that it's kind of like we've been saying this entire time, right? Like we're in a new era of Vulf. We're in a new era of Jack. It goes back to the conversation that you two were having about the languages of like his artistic expression right now with the music versus, using that sort of like comedic, sketch kind of film language or,
Right.
like a video language that he uses.
Right.
And I think that, he spent, a decade basically showing us, we have 60 episodes of this show alone about all of those musical influences through funk, through, any of the other ways, getting us to accept his artistic self. And now we're actually getting, like, he knows the language, and this is just what he wants to share as far as, like, his heritage self, about his actual self and stuff, and his influences of his father and the music that comes of that, because he has shared otherwise. And so
Right.
this is just what his artistic goals are at this point, and it's all through the same language, but
Right.
it is, like, on a deeper, more personal, heritage
Right.
level, which is really great.
Yeah, no, I totally hear that because, like, if you think about it from the kind of scaffolding that Jack has laid out for Vulfpeck at large, right? All of the bands, all of the verticals, everything that's going on with Vulfpeck. This is, although it was marketed with a couple reels or a couple posts, it was more so, hey, if you want to be a part of this, come and listen.
Yeah.
But I felt like it was, although it was marketed to some extent, it wasn't marketed at all.
No.
In that he intentionally didn't market it as much so that he could kind of relish in that cultural connection with his dad and the other musicians that they're playing with.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like he's like, I could over-index on the marketing here and bring 10,000 people to something that seats a few hundred. Or I could just make a reel. The people who are interested in it will come.
Right.
That's that.
Yeah.
And then it's just him focusing on the music with his dad and the other musicians. I
Yeah.
think that's just a
Special thing.
it's special. Yeah. And I'm so glad that he actually even thought enough to share it with us.
Yeah.
That it was a thing to come
Yeah,
to.
that's true.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
wow. I love how deep we get on that. On,
I know,
on
right?
the TCP. Yeah.
So we got 2 more things here. We just have a really amazing release from Corey Wong. The video.
Do you want to go?
First Avenue.
Have you seen this, Daniel?
No.
Ooh, you're gonna love it.
Love the set.
Oh, you're gonna love. Oh, this is just one of the framings of the set. This is beautiful.
Joey's pandemic hair.
It's funny, we've been talking about Jack all episode. I'm like, oh, I missed these two.
I know.
Hey.
Coke.
I gotta say, this is one of my favorite songs, like of
I know.
almost of all time. Like honestly,
Yeah.
there's such a like, you could have a party inside yourself.
I think these two are magic together.
Yes.
Joey and Corey.
Yes.
They make really good music together.
Yeah, and I feel like they don't know that yet, in a weird way, in a weird, or like this was the impetus for them going, wow, we really have a good sound here. Like they could have their own band. Honestly,
They could. They
Like,
really could.
yeah.
This fits better than I ever expected. This feels so natural. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Yeah.
This is crazy.
There's something about Joey's light-hearted, light-weighted,
Energy, honestly.
yeah, man. Like when we saw him at the Troubadour.
Oh my God.
Just emanating, just exuding positive energy.
His energy is incredible.
It's
Pure white light, honestly.
yeah.
He has such an amazing... There's something about him that just feels so safe.
Right.
That, like,
Yeah.
you just know he is an ally to, like, literally everyone.
Yeah.
To all people. He wants to be on the right side of history. He loves everyone. He loves music, and he just wants to share music. And there's something about him that just feels so non-pretentious, so humble, so no ego.
Right. There's like a
He's
like
approachable too as a
the
person.
exhale I just did.
Yeah.
You know, like it's so incredible because like yeah.
We
It's,
love Joey on
we love Joey.
TCP.
It's such a I don't know, it's just so refreshing.
Yeah.
To when I first heard that song, I felt like I've heard it before. Mm-hmm. It's like it's not just a song. It's not just like here's my new release.
Yeah.
You know, it's like here's something special, bub. Do you guys want to jive with it or not? You know,
Yeah.
like I love it.
Love it.
Corey and Joey, we need a
We
full
love.
album, not just the song. Yeah, for sure.
Well, should we finish up with some honorable mentions here?
Ooh, honorable mentions. Shall I play along with them?
No.
Let's find the key.
God.
All right.
I don't know if I
Mono
played this
Neon.
on the pod yet.
Okay.
So good. What kind? Red. Kool-Aid is fucking awesome.
Oh, Bird.
You are drinking Kool-Aid. I gotta drink 2 every day.
Kool-Aid to start your day?
Kool-Aid is fucking awesome.
Hey, you are drinking Kool-Aid.
I gotta drink 2 every day.
That's so funny.
I know.
Kool-Aid to start your day.
Kool-Aid is fucking awesome.
Are you aware of this podcast, Daniel?
Aware of its existence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is an old episode.
Old.
Maybe
2020.
Oh, wow.
But Tom figures out that Bert has in his gallon jug, which is like not see-through, that he has divulged that he drinks 2 full canteens of those of Kool-Aid a day.
Red.
And then drinks wine and beer and alcohol and coffee.
Yeah.
Incredible. And I'm glad that
much
this has
sugar.
transcended all of the niches.
Oh,
It's transcended into the music realm.
100%.
That's so great. That's so awesome. That podcast, The Two Bears, One Cave, huge inspiration for this podcast studio. Huge inspiration for us starting our business, which is CHOBOstudios.com.
House is a big inspo to us.
Yes, your mom's house. Huge inspiration.
Podcasting power couple.
Podcasting power couple made us realize that we could be that too, although we're so much less funny. Yeah, that's something we need to overcome. But
It's ridiculous.
it's possible. It's possible. Yeah,
Next
just
honorable mention.
next honorable mention. I love this show.
I know. It was James Gadsden's birthday.
Hey, 83 years strong. Okay. It's so cool we've seen him live.
You know.
Incredible. When we weren't even born when they were playing
I
this.
know.
The way he hits the snare is so, it seems so late, but it's so right. Watch his hand hitting the snare. It looks late, but it's so on point. Incredible.
So great.
That's so cool.
I'll fade off here in case we get claimed.
No,
but,
yeah. Actually, just hit Command R. Just go Command R, and I want to showcase the snare. Look at it. Look at how late. Hit the sound on there. Doesn't it look late? I don't know. It looks like you're doing it too late, but I hear it at the perfect time.
Yeah,
it's
it
weird,
could
like,
also be a video audio thing too. I don't know.
True, but it's just his like you usually, but he's just like the last possible millisecond.
Mm-hmm. It's an effortlessness.
Yeah,
it looks effortless, but it's so calculated and so
right.
like.
Right, because I remember like when I was learning piano, my mom was teaching me piano, and she'd lift and do this.
Yeah, you have to.
On rests.
We lost.
Oh, that's fine.
We're at the end of the pod.
Whatever. We're at the end of the pod. If you've made it this far, wow.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, the lift was everything.
Yeah.
To my mom.
Yeah.
To me, it was like, what?
I hated the lift.
I
too.
hate the lift. But that's
Jack Stratton's a flat king. I gotta say,
no lift.
We saw that earlier in the pod. No
I gotta
lift.
say that he's transitioning from the old school rigid thinking.
Yeah.
Of the lift.
Technical prison.
Technical
He's out of his
prison.
technical prison.
You know, he's transitioned it into another technical prison.
Yeah.
You know that that his kids are gonna have to rid themselves from.
Yeah.
You know.
The prison of Vulfmon.
Wow.
So this is a pick by me. It's just so funky and special. I was blown away by her.
Sound like hating, feel frustrating, don't it? Like it won't ever make any sense, like they won't ever get it right. Like push your personal feelings of racial injustice so far underneath the carpet that whoops, you trip over your own family history. But I love me some black folk. I love the rental fees, the head grease, the police, the projects, being late, social security checks, bougie, government assistance, black nails, gold teeth, stunting black men, big feet, love me. So black folk, but they're the people that were made from the darkest parts of the sky. You got to smile like your mama. You got the eyes like the sun. Beautiful child.
Very cool.
Tyler Perry making money.
So that's Tank and the Bongos.
Love it.
Very
That was
funk.
great. It's fun.
Last one. This one was from you.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, this one was a pick from Indy.
I was just glad that he picked Corey Wong to be one of the three.
Yeah, guitar legends.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get this far.
Love the Corey though.
It sounds so much like Corey.
I know.
Especially the
Especially the
16th
last part.
notes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
The
God.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you put that in. That was
Yeah,
great.
I had to.
Yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we've went on a
Roller coaster.
almost a
today.
cultish journey.
I would
that-
say so.
Yeah. And Daniel, any last thoughts before
Yeah,
we
any
end
last
here?
thoughts?
I mean, like, we've gone through a whole journey here. What are you thinking?
I think there's a lot of development happening on the TCCP character-wise. Stay tuned for the next one.
Okay, I love it.
No, this is great. Thanks.
Short but sweet. Loving it. Well, we thank you guys for watching and listening so much. And Tori's bringing up that music as I speak. And it's just great.
Another great TCP.
Another great TCP. We've had so much fun. And what I like about TCP is that I feel like we can go anywhere we want, anytime we want. And we have the time to do that.
Yeah.
And we
do.
have the safe space to do that in. You
Yeah.
know, which is the CHOBO Studios, chobostudios.com if you ever need a place to record.
LA area.
Jack Stratton for the next Fearless Flyers recording. You can record inside the studio.
In January when you record next, because you're going to record next in January. Please, Jack, use CHOBO Studios for the future Fearless Flyer. I'm going to make a clip of this. Gonna make a clip. Jack Stratton's got to use CHOBO Studios for Fearless Flyers 4.
That'd be
Is
amazing.
it 4?
I think so.
Yeah, 4.
I think.
Yeah, the 2023 release of Fearless Flyers has to be shot in this room. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be cool. I don't know if we're his vibe, but it'd be
Oh,
cool.
we're his vibe, baby. Yeah. It's been a TCP, another TCP, 57. And
Thanks, guys.
thank you, Daniel. We appreciate you.
Anytime. Thanks for having me.
Of course, yes. Thank you, Tori, for
course.
building the rundown.
Thank you, Indy,
And thank you.
for your musical stylings.
Of course, I'm willing to bless you guys with my musical stylings anytime. And this has been the Conscious Club Podcast on the Conscious Club Podcast YouTube channel and the Conscious Club Podcast Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. Anywhere you find podcasts, you'll find this. Yeah,
True.
thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Love you. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the Conscious Club Podcast. Just really quick, this is a fan-made podcast. Jack Stratton had nothing to do with this hot pile of garbage. We have no affiliation with Vulfpeck, Vulf Records LLC, Vulf Productions Inc, or, really anything under the greater Vulf umbrella. We just love them so much. We do this show out of love, not for money. But if you want to tip us, we have a Patreon. That's right. It's patreonify.com. Patreonify.com. That's right. Go over there. It's a hit new craze in the Vulf sphere. Get over there and help us out. We have many different tiers to choose from. If you have a little extra coin to pass on, you get some extra merch, some exclusive merch. So head over to patreonify.com and thank you guys so much for listening.